our second match of the night, scheduled for one fall. Introducing first of all, to our right, in the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, the Russian Destroyer. His opponent in the blue corner, he is one half of the NAWA Tag Team Champions, Cowboy Adam. Your referee for this match, Rick Manning.
Bruce.
Well, Rob, welcome back to ringside here at the NAWA Arena tonight, where we're in our second match of a big card tonight. First match, what live action with those junior lightweights.
Well, indeed, the cruiserweight division, as I mentioned to Killer Brooks earlier, Bullman Downs, what a fantastic division it is in the NAWA. So many great athletes. Now we're seeing a heavyweight and someone who I guess is bordering between the heavyweight and cruiserweight divisions in Cowboy Adam.
Cowboy Adam, part of the Texas Cowboys here at NAWA, who was along with his partner Tim Storm, against the biggest of the two rushers, the Russian tag team, the Russian Destroyer tonight.
Indeed, the Russian Destroyer has been around NAWA for a while, a very proven commodity here. And Cowboy Adam, of course, his tag team partner, Cowboy Tim Storm, whom we'll see later on tonight. Adam introducing the Russian Destroyer's head to the top turnbuckle and going across the ring, but the Destroyer puts an end to that. Oh, and Adam meets the turnbuckle.
Crushing the Destroyer, banging Adam's head into the top turnbuckle. A couple of shots to the gut by the big Russian, and a big European uppercut puts Adam on his back.
Indeed it does, Bullman, and we are going to see the Destroyer's partner, the Russian Crusher, later on tonight on this all-star card, if you will, from Killer Brooks NAWA Big Time Pro Wrestling. Front face lock by Cowboy Adam, firing away with the right forearms, but Destroyer trying to punch his way out of it. Oh, right to the eyes. That'll do it every time. Russian Destroyer clubbering away at Adam. Looks like he, well, I wasn't sure if he was going for a variation of the claw, but I think he was in the eyes. Otherwise, Rick Manning wouldn't have told him to break it.
May have been somewhat of an eye claw.
Oh, and there are those boots, and Killer always makes it a point to talk about those buckles, those dangerous metal buckles that are on the side of the Russian Destroyer's boots. They can do some major damage.
You know, those are about some size 27 Triple E shoes he wears. Probably got the biggest feet I've ever seen in wrestling.
Boy, those are huge. You just about take them out onto the ocean as boats. You use them for yachts, if you will.
I think they do come with sails, Rob.
And now we're seeing a test of strength between the two, and just based on size, I would say the Russian Destroyer's got the advantage in this one.
Cowboy Adam, though, able to hold his own so far.
Indeed he is. Oh, and look at this. The Destroyer
bringing the Russian down.
Dropping. Oh, but he comes back up straight. Neither man giving an inch here, although Adam has the knees buckling under him. And look at that
monkey flip by Cowboy Adam on the big Russian.
Tremendous move there. Great strategy by the Cowboy, and now he's got the Destroyer backed up in the corner, firing away at the midsection now, and let's see what he's going to do here.
Sometime in a test of strength, it's not who's the strongest, it's sometimes who's the smartest, and Cowboy Adam proved to be the smartest that time.
Oh, what's he going to do
Cowboy
here?
Adam up to the top rope, walking along the top rope.
A little bit of a rope walk reminiscent of the legendary Spoiler of Sportatorium fame, and now it is Cowboy Adam in control here.
The Russian telling yet, begging out over in the near corner over here next to us.
And now it's Adam with the front face lock on the Russian Destroyer. Destroyer firing in with a couple of right hands. And now going into a wrist lock and putting a twist on it.
The big meaty forearm to the back of Cowboy Adam. Pulling his arm up and jerking it down, trying to jerk his shoulder blade out of socket, Rob.
And now got it over the shoulder and just dropping down with all his weight, and that certainly puts an unwanted amount of pressure on Cowboy Adam's shoulder, and that is clearly the focus of Russian Destroyer's attack now as he wraps that arm around the top rope. Adam trying to fight back, but the Destroyer going to the eyes here. Adam, though, going for an Irish whip. And he clotheslines the Destroyer. On top of the cover, hooks the leg, 2, and only a 2. Cowboy Adam with certainly the lion's share of the fans at ringside in this one here at the NAWA Arena in Waxahachie. Boy, a jawbreaker there by the Russian Destroyer. I have yet to get a bead on the whatever athletic background the Destroyer may have come in with. Every time I talk to him, he keeps speaking Russian, and he knows darn well I don't speak Russian. Well, one of these days I'm going to have to get one of those Rosetta Stone courses.
He's very limited in his English. He does speak more English than he lets on, but his English is very limited. And the Russian, I think I understand he may have been military, paramilitary, or some kind of covert operations in Russia when he was living in Moscow.
Well, certainly you talk about those organizations, those institutions in Russia. Oh, look at this one, only a 1 count there, but very, very strict in their presentation, very strict in their training, very disciplined. So that's where the Russian Destroyer's discipline and technique in pro wrestling comes from. But now Adam back to his feet, firing away. Adam in the corner, going for the Irish whip, but Destroyer with a reversal follows up with an elbow.
I think, Rob, I saw the ring move a few inches with that elbow when the Russian throw that elbow in on Cowboy Adam here in the corner.
Well, I think I saw the exact same thing you did, Bullman, as we see the Russian Destroyer throwing in a couple more elbows.
Short elbows, if you were.
Yeah, short range, and now Destroyer has Adam on that top rope. He's going to have to break that. Looked like he was scraping his eyes on that top rope.
Russian Destroyer with the upper hand at the moment right now. Cowboy Adam, though, with one shot, and the Russian with a look like a thumb to the throat.
That may very well have been, knowing the Russian like I do. And now it's Cowboy Adam firing the Russian Destroyer head first into the top turnbuckle, and now Adam fires in a couple of shoulders to the midsection. Looks like he's trying to get a second win here. Destroyer hitting the corner hard, and Adam hits the Destroyer hard, firing into the midsection again and again.
Cowboy Adam pulling the big Russian out, a shot to the head. And the Russian back to Cowboy Adam's eyes.
Of course, you saw the championship belt that Adam brought into the ring with him, the NAWA Tag Team title belt, and you know the Russians want to get another shot at that championship.
They certainly do. The Russians were tag team champions. Were beaten by Cowboy Adam and his partner, Cowboy Tim Storm, a few months ago. Have been unable to regain the title since then.
Oh, look at this. We're going to see a choke slam here.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
In the air, he planted him.
Did you see that, Rob?
Oh, I certainly did. And now the Russian hooks the leg too. And, look at that. Adam kicked out.
How did Cowboy Adam, how was he able to kick out of that after the Russian almost put him completely through the mat?
I've got to admit, Bullman, I thought Adam was done for after that. And I think he's just made the Russian Destroyer mad.
I have to hand it to Cowboy Adam. I've seen a lot of people go through those choke slams before, but let me tell you, that big Russian, with the force that he put Cowboy Adam on the mat with, very, very few and far between have I seen anybody put somebody down that hard. Cowboy Adam able to get up and mount some offense after that.
Tremendous suplex there by Cowboy Adam, and he's on top of the cover, hooks the leg too, and only a 2 count there. Tell you what, Adam is showing us an awful lot of fight, an awful lot of heart in this one.
And Cowboy Adams' conditioning is also playing a part in this, as he's able to gain now the upper hand on the Russian with a reverse chin lock.
And we hear the net once again from the Russian destroyer. Rick Manning asking if he gives up. And Cowboy Adam looks like he may have been trying to maneuver that into a sleeper hold, but the Russian destroyer looks like he's trying to power his way out of it. Trying to get that forearm off the carotid artery. And the destroyer still has it in him.
Working his way to his knees, working now all the way up to his feet. An elbow shot to the gut to Cowboy Adam, and a big meat hook on the back to the back of Cowboy Adam.
And now it's the destroyer picking up the Cowboy. And he goes for the Russian leg sweep.
And appropriately named a Russian leg sweep.
Very appropriate indeed.
Quietens the crowd down in their chants of USA.
And I think the Russian destroyer may be about ready to put an end to this if he can. He's got Adam up in the air. Fall away, slam by the Russian destroyer. And Adam is hurting some kind of awful right now from that fall away slam. Fans picking up the chant once again.
Russian with Adam draped over the middle rope. Choking in the referee, Rick Manning in, breaking the hole from the big Russian. Russian destroyer got him draped across the top rope now. Again choking Cowboy Adam. Senior official Rick Manning, always the rule keeper in the ring, makes the Russian destroyer back off. Now the Russian destroyer with a couple of shoulder blocks into the turnbuckle into Cowboy Adams' midsection himself.
And of course, Russian destroyer has a lot of beef to put behind those shoulder tackles, and now once again he's dragging Adam, most likely eyes first, on that top rope, and that top rope is not exactly smooth. Russian destroyer keeping up the offensive on Adam. And I'm sure if Russian destroyer wins this one, that would be a feather in the cap of the Russians towards getting a tag team rematch.
Suplex by the Russian destroyer on Cowboy Adam. Cowboy Adam, the physical exertion is taking its toll on him. The bigger Russian able to manhandle Cowboy Adam pretty much as he sees fit, but you got to give it to Cowboy Adam. He keeps fighting back. It's the conditioning that he's gone through.
It's that cowboy work ethic. It's the true grit that so many of them show. I've seen it in Tim Storm. I'm seeing it in Cowboy Adam right here as he goes to work on the Russian destroyer, goes to work on his leg in the corner. He's got the destroyer down, and Adam is pulling him out by that one leg. That alone could separate the knee joint. Cowboy Adam with a definite strategy in mind here, trying to take out the Russian destroyer's left leg.
You know, all time the way the weakness of the big man is those legs. Cowboy Adam with some good strategy there, working on the legs of the big Russian.
I'm sure you know this probably better than most, Bull Man. If you take the legs out from under a big man, that takes away most of his game right there.
Most of his game and most of his power as well.
Adam continues to cinch down on that leg. He's got that leg bent over his own thigh, and we heard another net from the destroyer, and he grabs the rope.
Russian destroyer able to grab the bottom rope and break the hold that Cowboy Adam had him in.
Very tough, taxing contest here between these two men. Going at it with everything they've got. Cowboy Adam encouraging these fans to get the chant going, and they do. We hear the USA chant once again. Not very many icons, more iconic, if you will, than the American Cowboy.
That's a fact, Rob Moore, and you're looking at a pretty good Cowboy right there in the ring, taking on this Russian. Russian with an atomic knee drop to Cowboy Adam, folding that knee and dropping it across his own knee. Now the Russian dragging Cowboy Adam out to the center of the ring. Let's see what the Russian will do here.
Well, it looks like the Russian's trying to pay Adam back for the work he did on his left leg as the Russian goes to work on Adam's left leg. And if he's successful here, we're going to see a couple of guys just limping around on one leg here.
Wrenching, twisting, turning on that on the Cowboy's left knee.
That knee's not meant to turn side to side.
Straining ligaments, straining tendons.
Oh, my goodness. He tried to tear that knee joint apart with that one move there. Russian Destroyer continuing to work on Adam's left leg. Hooks the leg, and he's got a firm hold of that knee. Adam is in a world of hurt here, no question about that.
Adam trying to fight back with some shots to the big Russian's head. Doesn't seem to be having much of an effect. Oh, Cowboy Adam able to kick the Russian off.
Kicked him off with a good leg, but that left leg has taken an awful lot of punishment. And that is true for both competitors. So we'll see how this match progresses from here as Adam goes to work. Oh, look at that. Does he have the leg under him to do what he's going to do to the Destroyer here?
Cowboy Adam with a fireman's carry. Body slam.
On top of the cover, two. Shoulder gets up, but just barely.
Russian Destroyer able to get his shoulder up just before the count of three from senior official Rick Manning.
I think Cowboy Adam was sure he had him there. But instead, both men back up to an upright position. And let's see what he's going to do. He's got him up.
Cowboy Adam with a body slam, the big Russian.
And now Adam stepping outside the ropes. And
high-risk maneuver, Rob Moore.
I don't know about that. Remember that bad left leg of his.
Let's see what Cowboy Adam's got up his sleeve.
Big splash.
Big splash for
One,
Cowboy Adam.
two, and 1, 2, 3. And it looked like Destroyer got that shoulder up momentarily, but the second time around was what worked for Cowboy Adam. Wait a minute.
Oh, what
Here
do we
comes the
got
Russian
here?
Crusher. The Russian Crusher has run in with the flag. Russian Crusher is sneaking
What have
in
we got going on here?
one of the other doors of the NAWA arena. Referee calling for the bell. Bruce is ringing that bell for all he's worth. And the Russians, they certainly mean business.
Sitting on Cowboy Adam, trying to ride him like a horse, it looks like to me, Rob Moore.
Here comes Tim Storm.
Oh, saving his partner from further pain and humiliation. Cowboy Tim Storm.
Well, man, I'm afraid the damage has been done.